space, reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility, where a single choice can branch out into infinite realities, creating alternate worlds from the ones you know. I am the Watcher. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and ponder the question, what if?
Earth 464, your universe. Kylian Mbappe took the world by storm with France and PSG, quickly becoming one of the most talked about talents in world football. Transfers from PSG were rumoured again and again. At the end of the 2021-22 season, there was a bidding war between PSG and Real Madrid, with PSG coming out controversially on top, giving Mbappe powers no club has ever given a player. But in another universe, Earth 238, Real Madrid came out on top, acquiring one of the best players in world football and cementing themselves as a world powerhouse. But could he bring Spanish and European dominance to Madrid? I am the Watcher, and welcome to Earth 238, where Kylian Mbappe is a Real Madrid player. He finally left PSG, and the question is, can he bring dominance to Real Madrid? They are already a force in world football, but with the acquisition of Kylian Mbappe, surely they've got to win everything. So let's see what happened at the end of the first season. So here is the end of the first season, where, as you can see, Real Madrid won La Liga. I mean, they hadn't been long without a title. You know, it had only been one season, but that one season they had managed to turn everything around. Kylian Mbappe himself, top goal scorer and the top average rating in the league, with the most player of the match awards. A very, very successful season for Kylian Mbappe and his Real Madrid side. Now, as you can see as well, Atletico and Barcelona were still up there, but they just couldn't quite do it. So how did Real Madrid do on the other fronts? Well, Carlo Ancelotti's side actually won the Europa League. They got knocked out in the Champions League group stage, which contained Porto, Lille and Milan, which is an absolute failure for Real Madrid. It wasn't the best of starts for Kylian Mbappe, but this latter half of the season, as you can see, from February all the way downwards, they lost 2 games, one against Granada, the other against Atletico Madrid, and it resulted in them winning the Europa League. They managed to secure the Liga title before the final game of the season, allowing a rotated side to play that final game. But they still managed to get a trophy under their belt. They did get knocked out, however, in the Spanish Cup by Alvarez, which is again a disappointment. So Kylian Mbappe managed to secure himself a brilliant season in La Liga and managed to win a European Cup, but it's not quite the one he wanted to win. The question is, who won the Champions League? Chelsea won the Champions League. They managed to beat Liverpool in the final. It means that was back-to-back Champions Leagues for Chelsea now. Real Madrid are hoping for this. This is what Real Madrid want to see. Champions League after Champions League. But the only way we can find that out is if we go to the end of the second season. So here we go, the end of the second season. Kylian Mbappe yet again dominating the league. Most goals, most player of the match awards, highest average rating. But no La Liga title, coming second in the league to Barcelona. A disappointing season again for Real Madrid. For those of you wondering what happened with PSG, they won the league title in the first season and they got to the semi-finals of the Champions League. So no difference there for PSG. It seemed that the effect of Kylian Mbappe leaving wasn't as big as people would have thought. And his impact at Real Madrid, although he's getting the statistics, he's really not producing in terms of titles. Now, did they get through their Champions League group? I think they did. They did manage to get through, but how far? They got knocked out in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Europa League champions in the year before and semi-finalists in the Champions League in the year after. I think the big thing that we need to talk about, though, is their match against PSG, the Champions League quarter-final, where PSG have actually signed Erling Haaland. So they've managed to replace Kylian Mbappe with the other, arguably better wonder kid in Erling Haaland. I mean, if you're going to replace them with probably their competition, right? The competition for the best player in the world, Mbappe or Haaland. Well, they got rid of one and got in the other. Mbappe did score to help Real Madrid get through that knockout tie, but he couldn't do enough to secure them a Champions League final. And their loss to Barcelona here is really what clinched it for Barcelona. The winner of that match won the league and they lost it. How did they do in the cup? They managed to get to the quarterfinal, where they managed to get one step further in the competition than the year before, losing again to Barcelona. It very much seems like Barcelona are Real Madrid's kryptonite once again. So the question is, did PSG win another league title? Of course they did. They managed to win it again, with Haaland actually getting the most amount of goals and Lionel Messi still performing very, very well. But who won the Champions League? The winners of the Champions League was Liverpool. They got a final the year before and followed it up with a win. If you look at the past winners, Liverpool have been in there quite a few times as of late, but no Real Madrid since they won it back in 2018. Can Real Madrid and Mbappe get back to the greats of winning a Champions League? Let's get to the end of the third season. Mbappe did it again. He got top goal scorer for the third season on the bounce, same as the player of the match awards and the average rating, which seems to be getting better and better every season. And they won the league by 15 points. Now, that is mightily successful given the fact that they did not win the league last season. But does the improvement in the league show in the cup competitions? The answer is no. Milan knocked out Real Madrid in the first knockout round of the Champions League. It is failure after failure for Real Madrid in the Champions League, and they got knocked out early in the cup again, this time by Seville. They seem to be able to do it consistently across the season, with them improving as the season goes on. They always seem to have a strong end to the season, but they just can't quite seem to get that consistency into their cup competitions. And the question is, who won the Champions League? Well, Manchester City finally won a Champions League at Wembley against Chelsea on penalties. It They finally got the monkey off of their back, with Haaland actually doing very, very well with PSG. So I'm guessing PSG got far. They did. They got to a semi-final. So with Mbappe gone from PSG, PSG have become the exact same powerhouse that they were before, getting far in the Champions League but not quite winning it and dominating the league title. Whereas Real Madrid have fallen off the pace. Maybe Mbappe and his star power is actually hindering Real Madrid rather than helping them. I say that about the league title, but PSG actually lost the league title to Monaco. PSG fell off the pace in the league. They managed to keep it up in the Champions League, but in the league, they failed. So, with two of the world's best players, PSG and Real Madrid, who share one each, are struggling. And they just can't seem to get the momentum into that squad. So with that said, we've got to head into the end of Season 4, where surely Real Madrid can start doing it on a European scale. Well, to no one's surprise, Real Madrid won another league title, with Kylian Mbappe helping them again by getting 23 league goals, but he was beaten out on the Player of the Match award and the Average Rating award by Pedri, who has started to become a powerhouse of his own at the age of 22. Mbappe obviously now 26 years of age. So Pedri has taken the position that Mbappe had when we first started looking at this universe. Now, could Real Madrid take this momentum from the league to their cup competitions? Well, it was mixed feelings for Real Madrid fans. They finally got the Spanish Cup underneath their belt after multiple disappointing seasons. They got to the final and they won it, but they lost both legs of the semi-final against Chelsea in the Champions League. But their bragging rights over PSG continued as Kylian Mbappe managed to punish his former side and get them to a semi-final. Now the question is, who won the Champions League? Well, the Champions League was won by Chelsea, the team that knocked out Real Madrid in the semi-final. Actually won the entire thing. Monaco managing to get to the semi-final themselves after winning Ligue 1. We will check who won Ligue 1 again in a second, but the focus is on Mbappe's Real Madrid side, who again just couldn't get to that Champions League final. They haven't been to the Champions League final since they won it in 2018, and there's only one final season they can change that before we have to stop looking, as the fabrics of reality are starting to break around us. Let's check the French league. Well, the title in France is back in the hands of PSG. Erling Haaland's PSG has managed to win Ligue 1 once again, with Monaco finishing in fourth. Their run in the Champions League probably contributed to that, as they do not have the depth that the other squads do. So, without further ado, before we have to stop looking and the fabrics of reality begin to break, let's check the final season. Can Kylian Mbappe win the Champions League? Wow. When it comes to the league, they lost it again, coming in fourth, 17 points behind Barcelona, who finished first. But Kylian Mbappe still manages to be the star of the show for Real Madrid by being the top goal scorer, the top average rating, and the most player of the match awards by a country mile. So he seems to be the star of Real Madrid, but could he carry them to the Champions League? No, he could not. They got knocked out in the quarterfinals by Manchester United. Again, more disappointment for Real Madrid. They seem to have a very tough end to the season. As soon as they were out of the Champions League, They didn't win a single game, and all of the games that they played, they should be winning. And they also got knocked out again early in the Spanish Cup. They could not find success anywhere when it comes to their competitions, really, apart from one Spanish Cup and a couple of league titles. They didn't dominate the league like people thought they would. Barcelona managed to win it twice in the 5 years. Real Madrid did win it 3 times, but when you've got Kylian Mbappe on your side, you should be doing better than that. So the question is, who won the Champions League? Well, once the monkey is gone, you start to win, as Manchester City win the Champions League in a Manchester derby final against Manchester United. It was 3 English teams in the Champions League semi-finals, with Bayern Munich being the bystanders. So that clearly means that PSG themselves didn't seem to have a good season. So what happened to them? Well, PSG got knocked out in the quarterfinals as well. They managed to get through Liverpool, but they couldn't get through Manchester City. And when it comes to the league, they managed to win it again. 4 out of the 5 seasons were won by PSG. They didn't necessarily win every single one, but it seems to be the case that they just can't seem to get that reign of terror for a very long time. There seems to be 1 or 2 teams that seem to nick it every now and again off of PSG. But disappointing seasons all round. Sometimes when you think the grass is greener on the other side, it is not, as we learnt with Kylian Mbappe. He just couldn't seem to get any success at Real Madrid, bar the league titles, and even they didn't come as often as you would expect in a league where the giants aren't at the same stage they usually are. They weren't dominating in Europe like they usually are in Spain. Atletico, Barca, Real Madrid, none of them involved whatsoever in the Champions League finals and really the semi-finals. It was Germany were in there a few times with Bayern Munich, and England seemed to be dominating a hell of a lot. So yeah, that brings us to the end of this episode. We can't look any further. The fabrics of reality will literally break around both of us if I do so. Remember, I cannot and will not interfere with any of these universes. They are in their own little pocket, and I can only observe from a distance. I'm just choosing to bring you alongside me. Well, if you have enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below any future what ifs you want me to look at. And if you're new here, please do subscribe to make sure that you see more of this and you do not miss an episode, because trust me, you don't want to miss one. And I want to thank you all for watching. And remember, sometimes the grass isn't always greener on the other side. I'll see you in the next episode of What If. Well, that didn't go as I was expecting. Jesus Christ. Wow.